Whether you've been a professional salesperson for 30 years or you just started your first sales job yesterday, the number one thing that will ultimately determine your success day in and day out is right between your ears. It's your mindset. Recently, I was speaking with a salesperson who was attempting to convince me to use their service for my company. After a brief, "Hello, how are you? Thanks for taking the time to speak with me," introduction, this salesperson launched straight into their pitch. It was all about how great they were and a list of facts about how their solution was the best. Within the first 5 minutes, I was starkly reminded of the distinct difference between a typical salesperson and a true sales professional. We've all experienced at one time or another someone trying to sell us something we didn't see the need for nor want at that moment. It's the pushy, over-aggressive, self-focused salesperson that perpetuates the stereotype. The reality is, sales is a noble profession. In fact, without it, the economy would grind to a screeching halt. Most salespeople wake up every day with fear. Fear of rejection, fear of failure, fear of not hitting quota, etc. It's that very fear that drives us inward in our focus, and that mindset causes the unintended consequence of distrust and disconnect with our customers. The number one job of any sales profession is ultimately to solve the customer's problem. The issue, however, is that many of us have been trained over the course of our sales career on how to ask leading questions. Look for opportunities to present the facts, features, and benefits of our solutions before we've earned the right or the trust of the customer. The most successful salespeople are individuals who have a mindset of what I call the 3 S's. The first S is adopting a servant's mindset. What can you do to better understand the customer and their perspective? How can you look through their lens to gain a better view of their world? It may be cliched, but how can you attempt to metaphorically walk a mile in their shoes? The more you do this, the more empathetic you will become, and this servant mentality will come across to the customer loud and clear. Now, once you've done your best to view the world through your customer's lens, you arrive at the second S, which is to share your experience and knowledge, as well as the experience and knowledge of other customers who've had similar problems. Now, once you've served and shared effectively, you've earned the right to help the customer with the third S, and that's solve their problem. The order matters significantly. This process of serving, sharing, and then solving builds authentic trust up front and leads the customer to a place where they genuinely want your help to solve their problem because they trust you. Assuming you now have the appropriate solution to help them, you've made a new customer and likely a new friend in the process. So here's a few key mindset evaluation questions to ask yourself. Do you genuinely care about other people's problems and find that you're typically empathetic towards them? Do you often share great ideas with others around great experiences that you had? Maybe it was a great movie, a new restaurant, etc. When others share their problems with you, do you instinctively think of and potentially offer solutions to help them? If you said yes, then you already have the right mindset to be a serving, sharing, solving salesperson. It's actually a lot more natural than you thought, huh? In fact, I believe that everyone in the world is a salesperson. The question is, do you come across in a way that perpetuates the stereotypical salesperson, or are you someone who genuinely likes to connect by following the 3 S's approach? When you approach your role from the serve, share, and solve mindset, you'll not only see your sales skyrocket, you'll find that your own job satisfaction elevates right along with your numbers.